Hello and welcome to the world of Pisces. Pisces, I hope that you all are radiating positive energy at this time. Let's hop right into it. Get a high vibrational affirmation here for you on the soul's journey. Alright, so what is the high vibrational activity you have for Pisces at this time? Alright, high vibrational activity for Pisces, please. All right. For hard times. Okay, Pisces. Having a hard time with the situation. Imagine that person, people, or event being surrounded by sparkly white love and light. Make a cocoon of love around them or it. This changes the energy around circumstances. Plus, it changes you. Oh, that's sweet. For the hard times, it's a lot of forgiveness in here, especially for yourself. I feel like you have to have a little bit of forgiveness in you to even imagine sparkly white light around hard situations or the hard times or the people that you deal with or that one person. It's kind of, you got to really be able to be firm with yourself and have an understanding of who you are and what you want to see coming, forgiveness is something I feel you have to give to yourself in order to accomplish the shift in energy. Okay? So having a hard time with the situation, imagine that person, people, or event being surrounded by sparkly white love and light. Make a cocoon of love around them or it. This changes the energy around circumstances, plus it changes you. All right, so Pisces, be in your positive energy at all times, okay? To the best of your ability, right? To the best that you can conquer at that time. So, Pisces, let's hop right into this. Let's check up on the energy of you and your person. Let's see how they feeling about you when it comes to love, romance, and relationships. Remember, take these energies how they resonate to you. If it's not your story, don't try and make it fit. You can stick around to the end. There may be something that becomes relevant for you. But if not, you can carry on to the next video respectfully. All right, Pisces, let's hop right in. All right. Pisces and their person. What is the energy surrounding this situation? Now, this could be the person you deal with. This could be your partner, your husband, your wife, your side piece, the person that's on your mind, somebody you're talking to, whoever you're thinking about now. We got the Five of Pentacles showing up, leading the reading in the reverse, okay? The Page of Cups in the reverse. The High Priestess in the heart of it. Energy for Pisces in their person, the Four of Swords. Okay, Pisces. I'm getting in somebody's thoughts. The Ten of Wands in reverse. All right. Pisces, we're going to start with this High Priestess. Wait, what's the challenge here? The Temperance. Okay. And what's crossing the energy? The Lovers. Okay. So listen, Pisces. Over here with the challenge with the Temperance is finding which way you want to go with this person. Which path do you want to choose? You want to be with them or you don't, right? Okay. The Temperance also speaks about patience. Maybe you've been in this situation a long time and nothing has changed. Maybe, however it goes in this situation, it's about you finding your right way, right? You finding what's true in you and the path you want to take in the life you want to live, the things you can deal and the things you can't deal. Okay. Because with the Five of Pentacles up here, I felt like, in the Page of Cups in reverse, I automatically felt red flag, red flag, red flag. Okay. Because it's not accepting something, thinking you could change something, but knowing the truth here with the High Priestess. Okay. This Four of Swords in the reverse is like you not resting. Something not sitting right with you in this situation. And you really don't want the burden of it or the pressure, or you can carry something so long and there's been no change and you really don't want the burden of the pressure. Right? Lovers, it's the choices, right? The choice. You get to choose how you love and who you love. You may not get to choose another person's love language, but your energy can attract what you truly need once you accept yourself, forgive yourself, for your past indiscretions, the things you didn't know any better on, right? Because sometimes it seems like in this love situation, somebody's learned the lesson over and over and over, and it's a very clear lesson. The problem is learning how to let go, how to live without, right? Because with this Five of Pentacles leading the reading, it's like I refuse to let go of this. I refuse to lose out, right? Right? So I want to hold on to something, right? Challenge. Find your own way. What feels good to you? What balances you out? How has this situation tested you? What are you willing to deal with? What are you willing to not deal with or can't accept at all? Like, what are the deal breakers? Your choices in love, right? There's a lot of challenges here in this situation. Okay, a lot of back and forth, okay? But we're going to talk to the High Priestess because it seems like somebody needs to, the truth. You know the truth. You have all the answers. It's all in you, right? You ain't got to look nowhere. Ain't nobody got to explain. Ain't nobody got to put no action, show you better than they can tell you. You already know. At this point, you already know what's best for you and what you need to do. The challenge is taking the action on doing it. Really believing in it. Listening to it no matter what you lose. No matter, it's time to grow up. It's time to mature. It's time to accept yourself and accept what it is, whether you like it or not. You have to learn how to deal with it. Okay? You have to learn how to heal from it. You can't keep your mind, the thoughts, this Four of Swords, your mind is creating your reality. Some people may think, oh, if I let this go, I'm not going to be stable. Oh, if I let this go, I might have to lose my children or, part of me dies, right? I have to grow up. I have to be more independent, but in the heart of it, it's like, what you need to do. You capable of doing what you need to do. It's fear that's stopping you from trusting in yourself. Trusting in the God that's in you when it comes to this love situation. Kind of deep, right? So with the Ten of Wands in reverse, it's like I don't want the pressure. I don't want to carry the burdens. I don't want the responsibility if this is how it's going to be for the long run, right? So you got to make a choice in love now. The choice is, am I going to love this person more than I love myself? Or am I going to love myself enough and more than I love anyone or anything, but love myself enough to not make bad decisions or not set myself up and put myself in a place of where I'm always guessing, wondering, never resting, constantly, on the downside of things. So, choices in love, who you love, how you love, what type of love are you willing to accept, okay? So this High Priestess comes with the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, this doesn't have to be painful. I hear that Mary J. Blige song, no more pain. I can't sing it, so but you know what I'm saying. So it's like you don't want to feel the pain no more. You don't want to hurt no more. And you know exactly how you can get up out of this, right? You know how to move forward from this pain. You know how to take this pain and turn it into something. Okay, you know how to eliminate it because, it's like you know how to take the emotion out of it. The thing is, I feel like with this Queen of Swords, it's about taking action. It's about speaking up. It's about not holding the secrets, not hiding the pain. Deal with it, face it so that you can move on from it. Okay, this could be someone who hurts your feelings. And it'd be a lot of things you want to say to this person, but you don't. And that's what you're encouraged to do with the High Priestess. You know what it is. Say it. Say what you feel. Stop letting fear control you. You don't have to be in pain, right? You got to stand up and speak. You got to let a motherfucker know how you feel. You got to keep it real with yourself. Not only this person, with yourself first. This Queen of Swords, she ain't wearing her heart on her sleeve. Her heart ain't nowhere near her. Right? She said, I got to clear this shit up right now. We have to have this understanding. We have to have this conversation. You need to speak your mind. Right? So stop holding in what you feel with the high priestess. You know what you need to do. And it starts with speaking up for yourself. You don't have to be in pain. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to be wallowing around in misery. Okay? This is about somebody taking control over their life and stop. Okay, you had a relationship. We had it. It ain't working. I'm growing. I'm elevating whatever the situation is. However things changed. Whatever's taking place. However the dynamic has shifted. Somebody feels like this ain't the place for me. But I'm afraid to let go because I don't want to lose out on all the years I spent here, all the time I've been here. But you grew up with the Page of Cups in the reverse. Somebody, you may have been with this person a very long time, or you just had elevation and growth within your soul, within your spirit. Something else may be calling you, and this person went as far as they can go with you. Your biggest challenge is to trust your intuition. Trust it, let it lead you. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to have the sorrow, but you do have to speak up. You do have to communicate. You do have to be real with yourself and those around you. How are you going to have a successful relationship if you're not good with oneself? If you don't know what your standard is, if you don't know where your boundaries lie, if you don't know what you're looking for, or if you're just too damn afraid to speak up for yourself because of fear of an argument, fear of someone walking away, fear of losing out on money, fear of losing, something. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable sometimes. The hard parts, look, for the hard times, the hard conversations, the things it's hard to say, the things it's hard to show, you have to learn how to deal with these things and express them. So a person can know how to deal with you, how to handle you, how to treat you, because you won't allow anything less than what you deserve, right? What you really feel in there. You have to let that out. The high priestess is full of secrets. And sometimes it's not a good thing to hide what you truly want out of your connections, because that's what makes you sad. But the Five of Cups in reverse, you don't have to waddle around in that misery. You just have to speak up. Okay, so let's talk of the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Why is this here for Pisces and their person? And it's the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so it feels like a distant memory of what used to be. The fulfilling parts of it is just like, it's like, okay, in a way it could be a positive thing to focus on all the happy times, all the love, and blah 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 blah. And that's what I feel like somebody don't want to lose out, because yeah, it may have started in this Ten of Cup energy. It may have been so prosperous and loving, and the happily ever after, and this is it, that I found my lifelong partner, and maybe you came in it with that attitude, but something has obviously changed, right? Because somebody is hanging on to that. That's what they don't want to lack. That feeling that they once had. It's like an addict that get high for the first time, and then they spend their whole time looking for that first high, right? Like, that's the hit I want right there. I want that first high I ever had. I was feeling so right? And that's the feeling somebody had in the beginning of this. But I just get the energy that things has changed. Somebody has grown or matured, or something else is calling to this person, right? Whether it be you or your person. And it's like the universe is calling you somewhere, but you refuse to leave this behind. You're different, What else comes with this Five of Pentacles? The Six of Pentacles, and this challenge, but I'm going to read it in the upright, because there needs to be balance here, and I keep getting that it's within oneself. Somebody looking for somebody or something outside of them to do something for them, to take care of them, or to balance things out for them. This is about I feel that balance needs to be within oneself. You have to give to yourself. You have to know that even like, just say like tragedies happen, people pass away, car accidents, whatever, things happen, and sometimes you get ripped apart from the very foundation, from the thing you don't want to let go, or sometimes the cycles and the way the world works, it could rip something away from you, to show you that I feel like I don't want it to get to the point where somebody's gonna be forced to stand on their own and find their own balance, right? And to stop waiting on somebody to make things happen for you in a physical sense. Maybe paying the bills, maybe providing the cash flow for things, or looking for finding stability in someone else, waiting on someone else. Okay? And it's like that. Like, I miss that, the balance we had. I miss the love we had. I don't want to forget about that. I don't want to let that part go. Right? But somebody's grew up, they matured, their soul is calling on them, right? To go ahead and grow. You cannot fear the path that's been chosen for you. Illuminate yourself. Listen to your intuition. Go through those tower moments. Go through those tower moments. These wolves and this dog, it's like a howl to the moon. A howl to the moon. That's why I felt it. Like something's calling you. Something is on something about your fate or destiny or this journey is bigger than this relationship, this person, this situation. You might be someone, or your person could be someone who has a calling on their life. And you went far as you can go, but you don't want to let go. Because maybe this is all you know. Maybe you want them to come with you, whatever it is. Have you even figured it out yet? Right? But this moon to the Page of Cups is like, go ahead. You're maturing, you're growing, you're elevating in the spiritual realm. Right? You have to trust in that unknown. You can't fear it. You can't live your life fearing all the time. It's not even healthy for the relationship. Okay, it's not healthy for you. So you have to move past the fear. You have to be able to, like I said, something's faded, something's calling to somebody. Somebody has a calling. And it's bigger than this relationship. But you don't want to let this relationship go, because even though it's not all good, it isn't all bad. But it's like you've outgrown it. And you've outgrown it. But you holding on to a memory. You holding on to a feeling. Like I said, like that first hit, that first high, you will never get that back. Right? But that's what you banking on. So that's what keep you addicted. That's what keep you coming, because you're looking for that in this person. And maybe they don't have it anymore. Maybe they've changed. Maybe they've evolved. Maybe they treat you different. Maybe the feelings have shifted. The energy is shifted, right? It's a lot that happens within, when you spend time with people. Sometimes it lasts a lifetime and sometimes it don't. Sometimes it's easy to let go and sometimes it's not. But the real issue here is you not being afraid to open up and be honest with yourself and the people around you so they can know. Right? So you can know. Maybe you have to speak it instead of holding everything in. If you change, you change. If they've changed, they've changed. What are we going to do? We can't remain in the same energy if we're different now. And I have to chase this card, y'all. Hold on. Because this done flew far. And look, it's the Six of Swords, right? Look, the Six of Swords. So it's like, it's imperative that you move forward, that you find the peace within yourself, right? That maybe you have to relocate homes, relocate cities or your states, countries. But it's about moving towards the space where you're calm, where you're at peace. The Six of Swords is all about moving on. Moving on from the fear, moving on from the relationship, moving on from what's unsettling or uncomfortable, right? You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And sometimes moving on is uncomfortable. So it's about your peace. It's about you. Are you happy here? Are you hoping and wishing here? Are you safe here? Are you stable here? Are you loved here? Are you respected here? Are your thoughts and feelings taken into consideration here? It's something that's calling you to move, and you're trying to be still. And the reason I say you're trying to be still, look what's crossing at the King of Wands. He's stubborn as a bull, right? Or no, I'm not, because that's a Taurus energy. As a ram, okay? He's headstrong, right? He's not going to give up. He wants the success, and he'll fight to the death for that success. The question to you is it worth it? Will you have peace in the end? Will you be able to overcome and conquer these obstacles? Will you be able to speak your truth? Will you be able to heal? So I don't really know what's going on inside of this connection, but it seems as if the universe may be talking to you or your person as an individual, like for you to decide what you really want, what you really need in your life for you. Just let's not think about the bills, the house, the children, the man, the woman, nothing. Just like you as a person, what's going to bring peace to your life? What are you willing to accept? What are your boundaries? What is your truths? You know, maybe if you opened up and be real, maybe it'll change things with your person. Maybe they'll see something clearer. Maybe they'll be understanding, well, maybe we are done. Maybe this is the end. Maybe we can fix it. You know, maybe we can. But it's that thing where they say a closed mouth don't get fed, you know? It's about really opening up and being honest with yourself, being true to yourself. That's the only way you're going to get the right partner in your life, when you always be real with yourself. It's going to attract the type of energy that you have. Okay, but sticking around, limiting yourself, putting a dome over your freedom, or, you know, the mind. Somebody have to become strong mentally. You know, I'm not saying that this is a form of weaknesses. It's a reality check. It's a awareness. Why would you want to be unhappy? Right? Why would you want to stay in a place where you depend on something outside of yourself? Not saying couples can't depend on each other, but it's like you have to be able to be accountable for the alignment with yourself. And that's your biggest challenge, whether it be you or your person, is to find your path. You're being tested right now. What are you going to do? Right? It's time to speak up. Because right now, no matter how you make it look, how you glitter it up, how you shine it or polish it, you're hurting, and you're trying to hide it. With the 5 of Cups in reverse to the High Priestess, 4 of Swords in the reverse, you're hurting and you're trying to hide it. And you haven't expressed what your pain is or what's bothering you. Right? Maybe, do you even know? Do you just need time to yourself? Right? Because that 4 of Swords, if you're flipping around, it's about healing and needing time to yourself, right? 8 of Swords in reverse. Right? Like releasing yourself from something that, like, I don't know if it's in the mind. Something in your mind. It's like, I will never rest until I free myself. Okay, how your perspective of this situation, what you think of yourself, what you think you're capable of, what your mind tells you your body believes. So it's about controlling the mind, controlling the thoughts, letting them out, hearing them, voicing it, speaking it, hearing it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like something about releasing, letting it out, communication. Talk about your thoughts and feelings. Sometimes you sit and talk to yourself. Sometimes to see how good you sound or how dumb you sound, right? It has to come out. You can't just hold everything in the mind. You have to find a vow to release, whether it be through communication, singing, crying, expressing. You're holding back all the things that make you you, so you off balance because you depend on something outside of you, which could be your woman or your man, to bring some form of balance to your life. The truth is you have to balance it out yourself. You have to make sure that you're in alignment with oneself. So this could be the universe for some of you, whoever it resonates with. It could be the universe saying, say, listen, Pisces, figure out who you are first. Because some of you been in relationship, or I break up, I probably been free for 2 or 3 months, but I always had somebody ready to go. Right? So I could leave you 2, 3 months, or the next day, tomorrow, a few hours, whatever, I could be right off into something else. And before you know it, so many years done went by. You done spent so many years with this person. You spent 5 years with James or Kim. You spent 8 years with Rick and Janie. You know, and how much of that time have you had to just sit with self and feel self out? So the thing I feel like the universe is saying is like you have to be in alignment with you, because you have a calling. And it's not just to be focused on, it's time to focus on self, basically, okay? To release the perception or the thoughts or the belief that you need somebody to feel whole and complete. Like you always got to be in a relationship. Somebody need time to themselves to think. But you have to speak on what's going on in your situation now in order to move forward. You can't depend on nobody outside of you to maintain things that's going on inside of you. The relationship is something extra. Okay? So what else comes with this Four of Swords? It's the only way to move forward. Is to lock it in somewhere, release it, let it go, and move forward. Whether that's the relationship or whatever's going on in your mental. Because to me, it seems like the mind state of a person could be the mind state of you. It could be the mind state of your person. Okay? But the mind state of a person is what's holding somebody back. All they do is think about what it could be, what I should be doing. It's like, do it. Because that's what your intuition is telling you. You're not listening. You've matured. You've grown. Things have changed. Something's different in you. But in order to figure it out, you have to get in alignment with you. Because 10 of Wands in reverse, it's like you don't really want to work hard anymore, or you don't want to be burdened. You don't want to carry something. It's something you really want to let go of. And I feel like you're finding the strength to do it. Look what's crossing that. The 8 of Cups. Something you're ready to be fulfilled in some type of way. You're not fully fulfilled. So let's just say you're someone who I would say financially is supported. But emotionally, nope, not there. You know, and it's like you want to do what's in your heart, what you feel in your heart, and that's to move forward, to find some peace. But the way the world is today, you may be dependent on somebody to secure the house or secure the car or something that comes and goes, you know. And that's the fear. I don't want to become uncomfortable with my lifestyle, but I do want to move on. I don't want to carry the burdens or all the responsibilities on my own because I need support to help me, keep the house, keep the car, keep the insurance, or whatever the hell it is, And it's like that's the battle. That's the fear. My fear of losing this one thing is what's preventing me from moving forward to the unknown, to what I can create, to what I can find within me, to what I can align with. So it's like the thoughts, the mental state, your perception, your perspective of how it may turn out, you coming to conclusion or something that may or may not happen. You don't know until you put yourself there, right? So it's about the mind, controlling the mind, being stronger, strengthening your mind. Your mind, your body believes whatever your mind believes, and your mind create your reality. So if you sitting around not being loved properly or not being communicated with properly, but we stable, we got the house, the cars, I ain't got to worry about where I'm going to live or what I'm going to drive or stuff like that. If you put these tangible things in front of what you truly desire in your heart, then you will be unhappy, because this Eight of Cups, somebody wants to be fulfilled. They don't want the responsibility. They don't want them type of burdens or problems or to be in that situation. But do you sacrifice everything for just, something tangible that could be replaced, that you could lose today, here today, gone tomorrow? It comes and goes. It's a cycle. This is about somebody aligning with their truth. Aligning with your truth, whether it be you or your person. Okay? Because you're not aligned with the truth, you can't find your way. You don't know where you belong. You don't know where you're headed. You don't have the balance within yourself. This is the test. Where your strength lies. What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose yourself or something outside of you? So 10 of Wands in reverse. You don't want the pressure. You don't want the responsibility, right? And you have to let it go. You got to let it crash out. The universe going to step in on this one. The Tower is, when the universe is say, you know what? I'm tired of trying to give you all the signs. I'm tired of you ignoring all the red flags. I'm tired of you getting burned and still not making any moves or taking any action. So I'm going to come in and dismantle this for you. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to leave you with no choice but to let go. Because you have a purpose. Something is fated for you. Something is calling you. And you cannot afford to be stuck or waste any more time. You have to get the moving on what you're here for. You can't get stuck in a relationship or in fear. And you know that. And that's what's so crazy. You know it. But you more in that fear state or in the mind. It's the thoughts. It's the mind. You have to get control over the mind. Look, the devil, because you're highly attached to you make yourself think you need something when you don't. This devil energy, you can easily lift these chains. You can lift these chains. It's how you see it though. Right? So what else comes with this 10 of Wands in the reverse? And it's the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? This is somebody feeling like maybe they can't make it on their own. Maybe they'll fall apart without their situation, But that it just goes to show how someone needs to work on themselves. Don't let go of you, right? The universe will step in with this tower and tear this bitch down before it let your soul perish, or for you not to complete your mission which you came here for, or whatever, something like that. So this 9 of Pentacles is to Don't give up on the responsibility for yourself, right? Something's fated for you. You have a destiny. You have a purpose. Okay? It's time to find your way. That's your biggest challenge. Choosing yourself. Wow. Your biggest challenge is to choose yourself. To focus on yourself. To build and create something strong within you. Okay? To align. To not give up on you. You are the star. You are the purpose. You are the reason. Something big is happening for you. If you could just make the change now. Like really, somebody need to sit down and evaluate themselves. It's about you. It's not about the person you sleeping with or been married to or been in this situation with for so long, or that you constantly been dealing with. It's something about you and your mind and your thoughts and your perspective of your life that needs to change. Because you have a purpose. It's awakening time. It's time for you to have a reality check. It's time for you to snap out of the curse, or this time for the chains to be broken. It's time for you to get to know you so you can fulfill the purpose you were here for. It's not about a relationship. Maybe this relationship is the one that's going to show you who you are, that's going to force you to take matters into your own hands and make sure that you align with oneself. And that's how you fulfill yourself. That's how you become complete. That's how you get a new beginning. That's how you get on the right path. That's how things start coming together for you. When you learn to put yourself first and let go and forgive yourself for the past, forgive yourself for things you did not know, right? And move forward from there. So it's about you finding yourself, not in a man or in a woman, but finding yourself. Okay? What's crossing the energy is the Seven of Swords, right? Is it that you've been manipulating yourself? You have this false belief. You've been robbing yourself of being great by trying to continuously pursue relationships, or always be in one, or never standing up for yourself, or always letting fear control you. It could be a number of things, The Seven of Swords is just be aware of your thoughts, because they could be your best friend or your worst fucking nightmare. It's all in the mind. Be aware of it, okay? This is the energy, Pisces. Let's get a practical self-care oracle to close out the reading. I hope somebody understood this, because it just came like this, and this is what it is, Okay, so energy for Pisces. Pisces, you have sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. Peace and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. I feel like that's the universe saying, don't feel guilty about choosing yourself, healing yourself, getting the proper rest, rejuvenation, repairing of cells. You need time to yourself. You cannot fear being alone. And I don't think you really do, but the way life is today, we all face some type of challenges, and I feel like reevaluating your situation is what you're being asked to do, so that you can have all this. Okay, so this is the energy. I hope it resonates. Let's get a word from the chakra wisdom to promote positivity, to see which chakra needs to be worked on, or to simply get an inspirational quote that we can say to ourselves each and every day. Oh, Pisces, you got the third chakra, and it's the solar plexus chakra, and this one is relevant to self-worth and self-esteem. I honor myself by doing things that please me, not only those that pleases others. I am empowered as I release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations of me. When I respect and approve of myself, Others will naturally do the same. I teach others how to treat and respect me by how I treat and respect myself. I know I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self worth. Perfect. Self worth and self esteem is the positive energy. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, go ahead, hit that like or subscribe button. For those of you who are returning, thank you for your continued support. And remember that your comments are always welcome. This is all I have, Pisces. As always, be safe, be blessed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.